Welcome guys to the final video on the Adam Ferrance Archives channel for Ben 10, basically Ben 10 in general for the original series. This is it, the last Ben 10 original series video. I can't think of anything else that's going to come after this, if so I'll be surprised. But yeah, let's do this. This is the Ben 10 Season 4 one-off characters. It should be the final time I do this. For one-off characters, the final time. Here we go. At the bottom spot is obviously Lawrence, the RV owner. Standard human. He was at the beginning, he grumbles through, and he appears at the end. Then is Shelley, the waitress, who is in the same episode. At least she's got a bit more of a gung ho personality, and she's a bit more funny to stealing someone's car or RV, whatever. Next up, we have the groom from the wedding episode. He's very chipper about himself, so I put him above Shelley. She's going to be my wife. Good for you, buddy. Next up, we have the bride. Again, I forget these names because I don't really like the episode of the wedding. But yeah, she's willing to fight her parents if they're gonna ruin her big day. So a little bit on the wedding cake, but still, she's a fun character. Next up on the list, we have Gator Boy. He was only doing what he needed to do to protect his mom, so his actions are justifying for scaring Ben off, I would say. And it was nice. I feel like he had a moment there where he forearms earn this money fair and square. It was nice that he wasn't really gonna take it at first chance he got, unless it was insisted or there's a good reason for it. So that was nice. Up next is Porcupine, a more nicer guy, a bit more sell. Like when he found out his brother, I believe, was picking on a kid, he thought it was a bit too far. But you know, he's a bit more of a nicer guy, so it's pretty fine there. Maybe a bit too nice with the quills though. Next up, we have Mayax, a bit more of a negative douche, but she's more intelligent with what information she knows, and she can get herself out of situations, like how she got herself out of, she bribes them, like, hey, get me out of prison, and I can help you with watch. And hey, you put me back in prison, I'm the only one who knows where Asbeth is, so you need me. So she gets her way out of things. Next up we have Carl Tennyson. I'm not sure why I put this character above Mayax, but then Mayax was kind of negative there, so it kind of drags it around a bit. But Carl Tennyson had a fun personality about him because he was so dumb that it made me laugh. I think the funniest thing he had was when Vilgax is always yelling at Tennyson. It's always referred to which Tennyson we're talking to. But yeah, I feel like I could have swapped. I would say it's hard to say between these two characters, Mayax and Carl Tennyson. Mayax might be a bit higher, but Carl Tennyson was just so fun. Yeah, either one works. Next up, we've got ourselves Cooper. Noah. He was an okay character. I put him above Carl Tennyson because he's obviously more useful. Above Mayax because he didn't bother me as much. So, he's fine. Next is Kenny, or Ken. And he was a bit more of a fun, childish nature, so I enjoyed him. He did have a bit of faults like original Ben, but it is understandable why. And I should actually mention, since we're on Ken now, I did figure out that in this future, which is actually an alternate future according to the Wikia, but that he is Kenny, obviously, which I figured out, but Adam refused to believe, is actually the son of Kai Green and Ben Tennyson. So, and they're husband and wife according to the Wikia. So Kai is now a Tennyson, and she had the kid. And the reason why she wasn't there is because she was fighting in this Shadow Realm place against another force. So that's why she wasn't there to see the son's birth at the time. But it's nice that they got their acts back together and worked things out, I assume. Let's see what's next. Next up we have Devlin. Yes, Devlin is above him because he's a more fun character to play with. He does his own thing. He has more of an arc than Kenny, I would find. Feeling like his father's being a jerk for all those years and standing up to him, and when he gets the chance to be in prison, he's like, "You're gonna throw me in the Norwood, aren't you?" Because he's willing to accept the punishment he's done, but they give him another chance, which I think everyone deserves. Asmith is up next, and he is a fun mentor. A bit selfish at the beginning. That's kind of expected for a brand new character, but he does have his remote moments of redeeming himself, and he gets his own arc of understanding why the universe is worth saving. Guardian of the Water is up next. I find this character to be really enjoyable because of what, again, going back to what why the War Episode is my favorite, because like it's what he says. He feels like a noble. He's been on the earth for like a long time, so he knows. He's come to have a good understanding of life and why we should cherish it. So he's a very good character. He's a very good character that I think most of humans nowadays should think about, and about life and how it should be cherished. So that's how good he is to me. I really like this guy. Next up we have Gluto. Just a fun snot blob. He does protect him. He has his moments, like you don't understand it, but he's playing it all back just for a joke. So there's that for you. And of course he's very noble and likable as he sacrifices himself and all that. So he's very likable. It's hard not to like him. I feel like Gluto is kind of like the audience. He's kind of like us and how we respect in those situations. That's why, kind of like Gromit. And finally, of course, Tetrix is at the tops. No surprise there. Tetrix is back here. I feel like he gets a bit more of an explanation why he should be at the top here, because he's like his Ben's constant companion through this big adventure, going through space, trying to find Azimuth. He is keeping a bit of information from him, but he does willing to fill in the blanks and share some understanding between the two. And there is a nice thing. I feel like out of partners that Ben's had throughout the years, I feel like Tetrix is the one he should be with the most, because they have kind of an understanding, have a similar trait going on. I would have liked to see more of this, actually, like a Ben 10 show with just Tetrix and Ben, because they could work off really well with each other, with Tetrix teaching more about space and stuff like that. I feel that'd be really good, instead of that one-off character from Omnibus we got, but whatever. Anyway, that's all the characters on the list I have. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this, and if you did, do smash that like button, subscribe, like good stuff, hit the notification bell, right comment down below, so you can stay in tune with the Adam Ferns Archive channel, and his other channel, the Adam Ferns channel as well, and of course mine, Luke Screen. And that'd be all from me and Adam on Ben 10. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you did, you know what to do. But yeah, that'd be all from me. I'll see you guys next time, and you'll see me probably next time when we're doing the Scooby-Doo stuff on What's New Scooby-Doo, which will be, I think, in February? We'll see. But yeah, that'd be all from us. We're going to be taking a bit of a break from this kind of thing, but we'll be back with more awesomeness coming your way. So enjoy the rest of the Adam Ferns Archives. And that is it.